Hi, Mike and Arlen, our Philippine journey. Thank you so much for dropping by. Is it safe in the Philippines? We're going to talk about this recent shooting in Cebu. We're going to talk about some past history here in Angeles. And then we're going to ask you what you think. I'm not talking about in comparison to your own country, but I am talking about, is it safe in the Philippines? Are you safe in the Philippines? Let's talk about it.
Why'd you have to go? I guess this world's too slow for you. I think there's beauty in the gray, the cold, but you just want the gold. And there's no way I can beat it, cause I got no chance, no chance when it comes to her. She got the glitter and the fame, and I just wasn't enough.
Okay, now, you know, generally speaking, let's talk about first off this whole thing about what happened or transpired yesterday or yesterday, I guess it was. All right. There was a concert in a club in Cebu. There was an American foreign national. There were words exchanged. There were glances exchanged. There was a dispute of some sort in the club. The parties involved were escorted by security out of the club. Later, the foreign national is standing outside, and we're going to switch over to this. Okay? That now the video is available, and I'll let you go to it. The link will be below. But essentially, what happens is the American is standing outside, and this blue vehicle comes up. This rapper that there was an altercation with is inside, and the American goes around in front of the vehicle. All right. The door opens, and this guy hits the ground. Now, did he open the door? I don't know. The video is not clear on that in any way, shape, or means. The American's been hit. There are two different reports. One report says that he was hit 3 times. One report says he was hit twice, and that there were two 45 caliber shell casings at the scene, along with a 45 caliber gun. Now, the Range 999 guy, the accused, alleged shooter, was arrested, and he is facing frustrated murder, possession of an unlicensed gun. Now, this has a whole lot of stuff in it that is just kind of ancillary. And when I mean ancillary, it's not a part of it's not pertinent to the actual question. And the question is how safe do you feel, and how safe are you in the Philippines? Well, like any country, crime is vastly underreported, especially petty crime. But it is what it is. Now let's talk about this for a minute. So we've got here in Angeles, we've got a blogger who was allegedly assaulted on Walking Street. We've got a foreign national that assaulted an old man. The foreign national was drunk on Walking Street. We've got bar fights on Walking Street here recently. We've got Philly in the Philippines. His wife Lot was actually assaulted and robbed in front of their home in broad daylight at knife point. Okay. Leon got into that altercation with the manager at Barnana and his security. We've seen all kinds of issues. We've seen CCTV of purse snatchings. We've seen CCTV, actually, of people scaling the side of buildings to get into a balcony level to rob somebody. We've heard about break-ins. We've seen all kinds of stuff. Okay? Another very large YouTuber who no longer puts videos out anymore. His home was vandalized and robbed. I don't know, 8 months ago, 9 months ago, something like that. And then that doesn't even account for the petty crime. You know what? I don't know whether crime is higher or lower because crime is vastly underreported and it's categorized differently from country to country to country. I think that that's an unfair statement, but I will say a couple of things. And before I do say that, please, if you enjoy our videos, if you enjoy it, the information, the satire, whatever, all right, or you just want to throw us a bone, hey, please do subscribe and hit that thumbs up. We'd certainly appreciate it. Now, with that being said, the issue of the blogger on Walking Street, easily avoidable. He could have de-escalated that by just avoiding it. And in his pursuit of views, all right, he antagonized them. Whether it was right or wrong isn't what I'm talking about. Whether he had the right to do it or not isn't what I'm talking about. He had been warned multiple times that they were not happy with him. This guy, all right, he didn't have to walk in front of this car. He didn't have to walk around the car. He could have just walked away. Maybe the guy in the car felt threatened. I'm sure that'll be part of his defense at some point or another. Now, the rapper claims that, he shot the guy because he was being disrespectful. Oh, you know what? There's a lot of foreigners that are probably could fall into that category depending on what your definition of disrespectful is. So, with that being said, some of this is avoidable. Some of it is situational awareness. Here's no secret that if you walk down a deserted, dark street near Walking Street at 2:00 in the morning by yourself and you're stumbling back to your condo or apartment or home, you're a target. We warn our friends about this all the time. We have a couple of friends who absolutely simply will not pay that stupid 100 pesos to get dropped off in front of their place safely. I feel horrible because one of these days I really worry something will happen. But they'd be an opportunity, they'd be an opportunity for somebody to take advantage of. How does this all work? Is crime rampant? I don't know. I don't think so. Arlen and I, 10 years, we've never had a problem. Well, that's not true. All right. I've had something stolen once before. Okay. But that was my own fault too. All right. It really and truly was. I did not pay attention. You look at people like Ace Bachelor Cool walking down the street carrying everything in a little zip bag and it was ripped right off of him. People get, when you become a victim of opportunity, that's what you are. Is it getting worse though? That's the real question. Is it getting more violent? I mean, this issue in Cebu, that's pretty bad. It really and truly is. To shoot somebody, that's a big stand out. I don't think that that's a good thing. But overall, we feel very safe. We have good security where we're at. We don't go out till 2 o'clock in the morning. We don't go out every night. We don't get drunk while we're out. We don't get drunk while we're at home either, to be honest with you. Okay? We don't get, we don't make ourselves opportune or valuable, easy targets. We really and truly don't. It's not that we go out of our way. It's just that we live a little bit more civilized life. Sure, people want to come here and have fun. I understand that. But this guy could have easily walked away, just like many other instances that we've seen of violent crime. They could have walked away. Petty crime, that's a different story. But you tell us, all right? We've seen where trikes rip people off. We've seen where people get dropped off incorrectly. We've seen where people push other people. I mean, the list of things that will upset other people is endless. Don't become a victim of, situational awareness. You've got to keep your head screwed on and rotating at all times. And I don't think that's much different than it was when I was in the U.S. When we were in the U.S., we were always cognizant of our surroundings and where we were and what we were doing. And we were careful about it. And we never had a problem. And as of yet, knock on wood, we haven't had a problem here. We hope you haven't had a problem. But if you have had a problem, how about telling us in the comments below? Let us know what happened, what transpired. Could it have been avoided? Could it possibly have been partially your fault? We'd like to know. Thanks. Have a great day.